It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see the number 24 team in the country, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on a team from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Cardinals will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll bring it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Kentucky's offense will take the field first. When it comes to rivalry games, no matter what the records are, you can expect to see a good, tight, close game. Yeah, but sometimes you don't. Last year in the battle for the Bluegrass, Louisville jumped on top 20-0 and never looked back in throttling the Cats.
It's hard to win a game when you turn it over 5 times. And that's what happened with Kentucky. They were never able to get a rhythm on offense. And you add to that David Louisville running for over 350 yards. I mean, they dominated their in-state rival.
I think that's the most embarrassing part. Like, it wasn't throwing the football over the yard. It was I out-physicaled you. I out-toughed you. And Stoops has built his program on toughness and being physical. So for this to happen a year ago in this rivalry, I imagine they've addressed this, and it's a concern that they're worried about coming into this football game.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
I think as a play caller, you love to see your guys getting into a rhythm early in the game, right? 3rd down, you dial up the slant. It's a good route, a good throw. This offense is off to a nice start.
And the Wildcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Brown. That's why the good Lord invented tight ends, isn't it, David? Get a good pickup on 1st down, open up the entire playbook.
And it just makes life so easy on quarterbacks. I mean, you got these guys that are so gifted athletically that you can do everything with them. They're like overgrown wide receivers, and now understanding zones and how to attack them. It's just unbelievable when you got these kind of big athletes.
A little screen to the running back. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the 2nd level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Going up top again. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
3rd down, defense is thinking pass, so those defensive ends rushing up the field. That plays perfectly into the running back screen. Great play call at the right time.
This Kentucky offense doing work. They're set up with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wildcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. The give to the back. Powers through the defender. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Bowling. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Kick is in the air. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. So the Louisville Cardinals offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off a defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Give to Brown. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Finding an escape route. There he goes!
I think this defense moving forward has to be able to finish plays. On that 2nd down, quarterback had nowhere to go with it. The defense had an opportunity to get to him, get him on the ground, setting up 3rd and long, but because they couldn't do that and let him spring free, it's now 3rd and manageable. This defense just making life hard on themselves right now because they're not finishing these plays.
To throw, it's Moss. Snagged in the middle, it's Bell. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. It's caught. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Let's talk a minute about Louisville's new quarterback, Miller Moss. Last year, started 9 games at his childhood favorite, USC, before being replaced by Jaden Mayava. Now with the Ville, he fills a void and brings a gunslinger mentality, Jesse.
He has that gunslinger mentality. When it's going good, it's normally going really, really good, but he has to be able to avoid the mistakes. And let's not forget, he's got some pretty big shoes to fill, too. Tyler Shuck did some really good things for Louisville's offense a season ago. So for Miller Moss, a chance to rejuvenate his career and do it at Louisville.
The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lacey. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Moss. Got a man, it's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that, take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Gives it on the option. Tough sliding in there, picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. They pick the spot. It's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. To the ground with the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. These two first met in 1912 and both have a rich history of stars. Johnny Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually and optically, you're right. This is a very good-looking rivalry game, but it's also good on the field. There's a lot of talent assembled here today.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's ball. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Off the play fake. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Cardinals come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. He'll try the left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big third down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays this game.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's complete, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Give to the running back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Finds his tight end. Wide open spaces. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. They got zero push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Gonna swing it on second down. They'll run the screen. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Caught behind the line. It's long. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The play action fake. He's going to take off. Shoots his way for more. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And he coughed it up, and good thing he got it back himself. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Wants to fire on second down. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not by much.
And the Wildcats need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's long. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
At the 33-yard line. Now, a fourth down.
Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that slot receiver, he may not be the biggest receiver in the world, but he is shifty, and he runs really good routes. You saw it on that play.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Brown has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Moss. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He's got his man. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Looking downfield on first down. Throwing right. Complete downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Just what they were looking for, a huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. This drive will open from the 15. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pulls it in down the sideline. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as it gets him down at the 37. How about the big tight end keeping his concentration off that deflection?
And a lot of times you see those contested catches, but the deflected catches, those are just good bounces. Nice job by the big fella continuing to concentrate and see the football, but a nice break for that thing to bounce right to him.
Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Cardinals are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
And the Cardinals will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Here's the give off the left side. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Goodness, that is the way you blow up a play quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Hair on fire, caused a wreck. That had to be a blown assignment. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
And the Wildcats need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Here's the handoff. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Gets it out quickly. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. The Cardinals lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Just keep slinging it. Catch in the middle, it's Lacey. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but they'll put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Number 0 with the grab and the score.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Looking for room, it's McGowan. Spins away from the defense. It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage. Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that 1st down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Moss. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Stewart.
This is a tight end that not only is going to play with his hand in the ground, but he can line up in the slot as well and attack the defense vertically. He's too fast for linebackers to cover, and he's too big for DBs to cover. He's a real weapon in this offense.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Cardinals are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. He's got it. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
And the Cardinals with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Moss. Fires to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Give to Brown. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pass.
The Cardinals can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the tailback. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line, getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Louisville 24, Kentucky 7.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Kentucky sends out the punting unit.
On to kick it away.
Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass, it's Moss. Rushes on him. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Wildcats and Cards. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this fight between Louisville and Kentucky plays out.
Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Makes the grab. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
You hate giving up that play if you're the DB on this one because you're playing man coverage, you're trying to defend a slant route. You've taken the inside away. That's where your leverage is. You'll allow anything to happen to the outside. You're trying to funnel the receiver to the boundary. You just cannot let the receiver beat you to the inside.
Running back searching for a hole. The Cardinals get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll ride the hot hand. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll run play action. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers. I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Grab near the marker. It's Bell. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Run in the red zone. It's Watson. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cardinals are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Right back to it. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Power football with the run. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Give to the back. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
The Wildcats have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll leave it with him. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quick strike complete. He's brought down, good pickup on the play, but not quite to the 15-yard line. That's where he had to get for the 1st down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. He splits the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Finds the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Right back to the well. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dropping back, it's Moss. Swings it out to the flat. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They're going to run it. Still on his feet at the 45. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Turning it on. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cardinals line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Moss. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. That'll push this lead out to a touchdown at 27-20.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Second down, they'll go to the air, trying to set up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They want to get the ball in the hands of playmakers, and they did, but this time the defense up to the challenge.
And when you slide that running back out of the backfield, like I'm thinking pass. I got to be locked in, and I got to see him, and the linebackers have to see him and understand when the quarterback throws him the football. I got to break on it, and everybody's got to corral him because he's so dangerous after the catch.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kentucky will be forced to punt. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's got it on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Well, a play like that's going to force the defense to second-guess whether they want to play man-to-man coverage against guys with speed like that. One-on-one to the perimeter, you run the go route, quarterback puts a ton of air under it, and they come up with a huge play.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. Nice move to keep running. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Moss. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you and make big plays.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. They go to the ground. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Nice job by this defense stringing along the option, not letting him make a decision right away, and that's why they could corral to the football, get him on the ground, and make sure that option didn't get a big gain.
Here comes the heat. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Moss. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
They booted away. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Finds a little space. Turning on the Jets. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
This is a designed run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Off play action. Dumps it off in the flats. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bolden. Right on the money. At the 45 on its way. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
To the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wide open downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Kentucky will come to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, you're in the red zone. You bring out a bunch of tight ends on the field. So the defense, they were expecting run on that one. They were physical, and they were able to force the negative play.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the play fake. Makes the catch, and he will score. Touchdown, Wildcats. Oh, Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Just enough there to get it to the 25. They pick up a 2.
They've got the lead, but here in the fourth quarter, it's starting to dwindle. And if they're going to hang on to this game, they've got to be able to run it. It's a really tough thing to do when the opponent knows exactly what you're going to do, but this is what you train for. You've got to be the more physical unit right now.
Gives it on the option. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
And the Cardinals send out the punt unit. This will be the 5th kick of the night. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for a crease, it's McGowan. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. If you like the stats, and I know you do, he's over 400 yards passing now.
Yeah, if they win this game, he's getting a game ball. There's no doubt about it. This guy has been on fire from the very start of this football game. He's just been throwing bullets all over the field.
Finding open areas.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go right back to the run. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over him.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks, that's just ridiculous.
Kentucky will be forced to punt.
In punt formation to kick it away.
The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Find some fresh air. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
And ball security at this point is at a premium for this offense. You're backed up in your own end. You've got the lead, so you want to be able to run the football and stay on the field, bleed the clock. But you know the defense is going to be ripping away at it, right? They're going to be trying to get hats to the football and forcing a fumble. So whoever's got the ball has got to have two hands on it this drive.
It's caught. It's a seam wide open. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Moss. Catch in the middle. It's Bell. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead. You've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well. I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That is no good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And that's just a chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it down the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
Man, it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Back to pass on second down. Rolls it in. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he puts through the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Lacey. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Tosses it incomplete.
And this is a tough spot now to be in for this offense because it's third and long. The defense knows you have to pass the football, so they're going to be playing conservative. So what's your play you can dial up? Maybe get half of this back. Like, I know the clock is ticking, but I got to make sure that I maybe cut this down and make it a more manageable fourth down if I don't complete this third and long.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Time is their enemy. It's running out on them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's going up top here late in the game. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Kentucky had the horses today, and they ran well down the backstretch and made it all the way to the wire to outlast Louisville and take home the Governor's Cup. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat. period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.